Commitment 2024 coverage now in the final sprint to Election Day. Joining me now is Mark Morial, the president of the National Urban League. Thanks so much for being with us this morning. We appreciate it. Right now, I want to talk about the Urban League is really pushing the Reclaim Your Vote initiative in these final days of the election. Kind of break down what this initiative really means and what it looks like in a place like Battleground, Wisconsin.
So in Battleground, Wisconsin, in Milwaukee and Madison particularly, we're trying to talk to voters directly. We're talking to them through text, through email, and most importantly, by knocking on doors, by being in community centers, by being in churches, by being in neighborhood. We're recruiting neighbors to speak to neighbors. We're recruiting community leaders to get out there and talk about the importance of voting. Consequential election, yes. Every American election is consequential. This one's special because of what we saw 4 years ago with a refusal to accept the peaceful transfer of power and the refusal to reaffirm the basic principles of American democracy. So I think American democracy is on the ballot. Without American democracy, everything else is an academic exercise. But jobs are on the ballot. Reproductive rights are on the ballot. Whether we're going to have a nation where we respect each other, we honor each other, and we work together is also on the ballot. And those are the choices. So the Urban League movement registers, we educate, and then we mobilize people to get to the polls and vote.
The National Urban League is a nonpartisan organization. You're not telling people who to vote for, but you are pushing for folks to get out the vote.
We're also a values-based organization. So we promote our values, and one of our values is the right to vote. One of our values is the protection of American democracy. And we think when we talk about our values and our issues, people should evaluate candidates based on those values, based on those issues, and then make a determination as to who they're going to vote for. So we don't tell people for whom to vote, but we also stand up for the things we passionately believe in. And that is economic opportunity. That is the defense of democracy. That is equitable education. That's health care that's accessible, available, and affordable to all. That's housing that everyone can afford and pay for. We are for the middle class. We're for the aspiring middle class. And we're also proponents and champions of the locked out and the left out, those Americans who are at the bottom, who are in poverty, trying to get to the middle class.
You know, some people don't like talking about politics. They don't like talking about voting, especially with how divided communities feel. What advice would you give to people on how to have these conversations and keeping them civil with family and friends, especially as we're talking about encouraging folks to get out to the polls?
The beauty of voting is that it's a private exercise. If you care to have the conversations, have the conversations. If you care to simply keep your own counsel in terms of how you will vote, you have a right to do that. It's a private exercise. You can tell the world, I'm going to vote for X or Y or Z. You can tell no one that you're going to vote for X or Y or Z. And that's the power of American democracy. So I encourage people, if you have the conversations, to remember that civility is not a sign of weakness. And they affirm the idea of civility and respect in our conversations. But if you don't want to have the conversations and you simply want to vote, you've got that right too.
Mark Morial, the president of the National Urban League, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.